Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Replay. This is Dan Ryckert, and I'm here with Tim Turi.
Hi, Dan.
Jeff Cork.
Hello.
And Andrew Reiner.
Hey, Dan.
And wow, look at that logo.
It's quite a nose.
You don't see that anymore, Naughty Dog games. You can probably tell we're playing Crash Bandicoot here, the first one. I got a couple emails saying people wanted to see this, and I have really fond memories of this game. I don't know, do you guys have histories of this game?
I played it and it was fun.
Yeah.
I was a Spyro guy.
That's my fun memory.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite series on PlayStation.
Whoa, this looks like Donkey Kong Country. Like
Oh, yeah, going around the
Donkey Kong
mountain.
Country Returns, like the
Yep.
the level select around the mountain.
Yep. Now, I'm trying to remember the story here. It was Dr. What was that guy's name? Neo?
Yeah, Dr. Neo Cortex.
Neo Cortex, that's right. Okay. And these ones you could bounce on a bunch.
Engine, that guy. Tiny.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. And wasn't there a Lady Bandicoot, and she had bonus levels that were side-scrolling?
Is she in this one?
I think
Or-
she's in this one. I kind of remember like going up into the clouds, and she's hanging out. Also, no analog.
She's just
Oops.
hanging out
Didn't
in the
she kind
clouds.
of have like a...
Is she dead?
doesn't she have like a Candy Kong thing going on where
Yeah.
like, they try to sexualize her and it's weird?
Yeah, and she's a damn Bandicoot. Yeah. This perspective is kind of weird for
Ooga booga.
platforming going back
No,
to
no
it.
kidding. You know what? You guys are. You say you're champions of it. I played this game maybe a little past its prime. I don't think the PlayStation 2 was out yet, and I really didn't enjoy it that much. I liked Spyro a lot.
I remember getting this like '96, like right when it came out, and absolutely loving it. But looking back, I don't put this in the league of other games from that are like Mario 64 came out the
Exactly.
same year, and it's way better than this, obviously.
Leaps and bounds.
But I don't know. I had a lot of fun with this.
Yeah, I love this series. One of the things isn't just beating the game, but going back and getting 100%. I have such fond memories of finding everything in the levels. And it wasn't one of those things where you'd spend hours in a level. It'd be like maybe 10 minutes to find everything. And I think that's something that games are missing today is that instant ability to just go in and find everything. Like, they don't design games like this anymore.
Yeah, like that Banjo-Kazooie element was like, I think, the perfection of it.
Well,
Yeah, everything's a giant open world now.
Well, I just played through Sly Cooper collection, and I hadn't played those games when they first came out, and it was great for that. I mean, going through every level, trying to get all the clue bottles and everything, like, I had a blast going through those.
But even that game, it started to open up more and more as it went.
Yeah, it definitely did.
No, you saw like the do you get an extra life for 100? No, look at that. Look at that logo. That doesn't look anything like Crash Bandicoot.
That what?
Like his the logo for his the 1-ups
Oh, okay.
doesn't even look like him.
Oh, let's see if you can do this, Dan.
Look at that. That's not that bad.
Well, no, you're supposed to bounce across every one of those
Oh, that's
to
not
get
happening.
100%.
That's not happening.
Oh,
Yeah. Did it have like a box's broken percentage
Yep,
at the end
and
or
then
something?
you get a crystal at the end of each level.
That's right. Yeah, never 100% of this game.
you guys remember the commercials?
Yeah, wasn't a guy in a big Crash mascot suit,
Yeah.
like talking crap on Mario and Sonic? And
I had a PlayStation Underground CD that had the outtakes from it, and they're hilarious. Swimming and like farting and like
Swimming
like,
and
sorry, I got
farting.
a cramp. I had cheese for lunch, and then the swimming instructor's like, "What kind of cheese?" And
That sounds hilarious.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
great.
I had to go ahead and just look that
It-
up.
So did you get anything for 100% in the game? Did it
I don't
unlock
remember.
anything?
I think there was bonus levels, maybe?
Okay.
Or maybe it was just pride.
Yeah.
I
A
can't
lot of
remember.
time is pride.
And I think you could do like a belly flop move, right?
that might have been one of the later
Wasn't
ones,
in this
maybe?
game? It was 2 or 3.
I never got it if it was in this one. Man, playing this with
Sounds
the
so
D-pad is weird. Like, I just instinctively go for the analog. And I remember when this came out, because it's like, I didn't get a 64 at launch. I had to wait. I waited like 6 months or something.
Oh no!
And I know. I played at friends' houses, though. But they had Mario 64, and it was the first like full like 3D platformer I'd ever seen. It was just amazing. And I remember just desperately trying to tell myself that this was just as 3D as Mario 64. And it totally wasn't. I remember telling my friends, like, no, look, I can go left, I can go down, I can go right, up. Like, it's total 3D. And then Mario 64, you can obviously just go anywhere you want.
Right.
And just trumped this, obviously.
Yeah, that's one thing I liked about the N64. There wasn't as much of that weird texture warping and expanding that the PlayStation had a lot of. But
Yeah.
Spyro had a lot of that. This does. Yeah, there she was.
Yeah, the N64 was pretty great with textures. No.
Nice game.
But you know what?
That
They
was a nice
weren't. They
combo.
weren't the greatest
you.
looking. They weren't as good per texture as PlayStation, but they're more consistent.
Okay.
No, I guess, yeah.
Do I go for
like
this?
Twisted Metal,
Do it.
like...
I'm
yeah.
going for this?
Do it. Jump and then
All
spin.
right.
I could.
I got it.
You.
Worth it. Worth it.
How do you tell how much damage you can take?
When you don't have a Booga Booga guy, you die with one hit. but if you have
What
a
was that sentence?
yeah, it goes
Ooga
booga
booga.
No, that's a different game.
Or is it Aku Aku? Wait.
No, that's the one that goes booga booga. I don't know what his
Yeah, it's
actual
Aku
name
Aku.
is.
No, I always
And
get
then
that.
Uka Uka is the bad guy, right?
Oh, bonus level.
In 3, yeah.
I don't know. He says booga booga. I know that.
I always get that screwed up with Mumbo
Booga.
Jumbo from
What?
Booga
Bandicoot
booga.
3. Booger, right?
And the series is created by Naughty Dog, the guys working on Uncharted. I don't think Evan Wells was at the company when they made part 1, but he did join them toward the end of for part 2 and 3, I believe.
Of Crash?
Yes.
Okay.
Evan was working on Gex originally.
Dan, you've played this. Let me play.
Okay. All right.
I want to see how this feels.
Let me get through here, and then okay, I'm handing it over to.
There
Oh,
she
there's
is.
the chick. Oh, total
super
Candy
creepy.
Kong. Total Candy
Yeah.
Kong.
Wait, that's a different chick than they had in... It was a sister in the other ones.
Well, that's weird. All
Blech.
Okay, I just handed it off to Tim, so he'll be playing now.
right. So it's just pretty much jump and
It's X is jump, square is spin. That's pretty much all I did.
Dan, this controller is uncomfortably warm. Maybe you could take a
Very
break.
warm hands. All right.
I remember being like, wow, these graphics are incredible. And it still looks okay today.
Yeah.
See, I play a lot of platformers, so I don't know why I said that, but anyway, that'll be the test. Because if I can't play it, then I mean, who are we dealing with here?
There was a famous moment at E3 when this game debuted of Shigeru Miyamoto going over and playing it at the Sony booth.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the cameras were flashing. Like everybody's like, "Oh man, Shigeru Miyamoto's playing someone else's game."
Did he have like an erection or something? Was it super embarrassing, or his pants fell off?
Yeah, that's exactly how it ended. His pants fell off.
Weird. I'm surprised I hadn't heard of that. I'm mostly surprised because I had just made it up and then it was true.
Did he say anything about this publicly, or was he just playing it?
No, he was just playing. He was just there. You know, it happens every year.
Well, I saw him
Developers
playing-
go play everybody's games, but when Miyamoto's playing something, it's like an event.
I saw him playing Little Big Planet, the original Little Big Planet, several years ago at E3, and I remember that was pretty cool. He looked like he was liking it a lot, too. Oh, gotta get that. Yeah, so when you have that color, you can take one hit, and then when it's more like goldish, you can take 2.
Do I have to spin
You can
it now?
spin that guy,
And now
yeah.
this is their traditional side-scrolling kind of segment.
Which it's always welcome, I think.
Except it's a little sluggish.
Well, Reiner, you reviewed Epic Mickey recently. Didn't they, like, I was excited because I thought they were going to do a bunch of, like, side-scrolling stuff, and when I was watching you play, wasn't it just, like, very brief side-scrolling parts?
Yeah, those sections are not very much fun.
is it?
They're
Oh,
more.
man.
It's more about visuals than giving you a challenge.
Oh, that's a shame.
I would have liked the entire game to be like that, but challenging. I think that would have been awesome.
Well, I've been saying recently that I really think
Nice.
2D platforming is in a great spot recently. I think it's thanks to, like, you know, the success of new Super Mario Brothers, and then you look at Donkey Kong Country, which the new Donkey Kong Country I really think stands up to any. I'm talking Mario World, Mario Brothers 3. I think it's one of the best 2D platformers ever, and I hope.
It's better than your Sonic. It's better than your Mario. It's better than your old Donkey Kong. It's better than Meat Boy, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro. Dan, you really like Donkey Kong Country Returns, basically, is the moral of the story.
I like Donkey Kong a lot. Yeah.
Get back on track here. I agree.
I was about to buy a vacuum from Tim there.
No, I think platforming's in a good position, and it's kind of cool to see Nintendo spearheading that with the franchises we grew up on
For sure.
and cut our teeth on.
Well, yeah, and then with XBLA, you know, you get stuff like Meat Boy and everything that, you know, and even stuff like Limbo, which is certainly not traditional at all, but it's got platforming elements and it's 2D. I mean, I want more of that stuff.
Oh, why can't you do
Oh, this is like your Sniper Joe guy. There you go, get him.
And this series, the Crash Bandicoot series, was in such a great position at the end of the PS1
Really?
era.
But was I down there earlier and not dying?
I can't believe that woman just kicked your ass. But then Naughty Dog went on to make Jak and Daxter, and Universal, which owned the rights to Crash Bandicoot, decided to hand the development off to various different development teams and just killed the series. Like, the quality just plummeted.
Yeah, I remember like Twin Sanity or something.
There
That was probably the one with
there
the
was a ton of
sister.
them.
Did they just have one a couple years ago also?
Yeah,
Yep.
No.
There's 2 on 360.
That's where he like transforms into monsters or
Oh,
he rides on the
yeah.
backs of monsters.
It's like the Sonic Unleashed of Crash
Yeah.
games. Yeah, I can't remember the name
and
of
they
that one.
did it. Universal had Spyro the Dragon as well, which Insomniac made. Again, at the end of the PS1 era, they went on to do their own thing with Sony, and Universal handed development off to other teams and just killed that franchise as well.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it went like Dawn of the Dragon a few years ago, and
Yep.
that was pretty
The
awful.
Elijah Wood voiced one.
Oh, disaster.
Yeah, honestly, that's too bad.
Nice.
All right, you got these guys figured out.
Cool.
What is that? What does that thing do? Oh, okay. I see Ben twitching over there. Were you a big fan of this, Ben? Okay, Ben gives the thumbs up.
Turtle's gonna get hit. Oh. Hey, I'll hand this off. You want to try, Jeff?
Sure.
Just throw them into a bonus round.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, these are fun.
Everything
Get right
will
in
be
there.
Okay.
Whoa.
I can
Oh,
just chill
because
out
if
there
that
for a
one,
while.
if that one,
Oh,
if that
man.
bottom one.
Yeah, it's going to.
Oh, you
You
got
can
it.
just step on it, though.
All right, so let me
Yeah,
ask you
go
guys
s-
a question. So you know a lot of people that like video. I was talking to Sean, our programmer here, and like he's got a kid that he's trying to help get into games. Jeff, you got kids, and people are really big on like, oh, I'm going to show them the classics. I'm going to show them some like Mario games and see if they like those, and if they like SNES games and like those classic side-scrolling platformers. But would you ever like show your kid this? Be like, oh well, you need to experience this generation of gaming and see what this was all about too.
Not if the kid already is like up to speed on what's out there, like in the modern games. And like going back, obviously they're gonna be like, this looks like crap.
Well,
and the gameplay isn't as tight either.
Right.
well, I'm surprised at because I open all the reader art and stuff, and I'm amazed at how many things are drawn by like 7, 8-year-olds, and they're clearly like the NES Mario games that they're drawing, and it's like, wow, that's really cool that that's still resonating with kids. But like, there's such a backlog of great games at this point that for me to get to like Crash Bandicoot, if I'm trying to like introduce my kids to stuff, like he would have had to gone through a lot of games before he got to this, and I don't know if that's realistic.
So if we ever have kids, we'll just show them the Atari first. Like, this is where video games are at now. Just completely lie to them.
Yeah. That's kind of my whole plan, is just to not let them see
Lie to
like an
your kids as much
Xbox
as possible.
720 or whatever, and just like give them Mega Man and Punch Out and be like, okay, when you beat Tyson, I'll get you Genesis.
Oh,
this
this running
is new
towards-
thing that's coming out.
I hate. Oh boy.
Oh,
This
one
one
of
they
the-
go
Go
to
to
the screen
school
stuff
and talk
is
to
no
their
good.
This is my
friends.
least
Yeah,
favorite
well, I'm going to
way
homeschool
run.
him. I'm going to have a messed up kid. He's going to be homeschooled, and he's not going to know anything
It's gonna be
exists.
so ugly.
I mean, even just genetically, he's going to be at a disadvantage, even without your poor parenting. Maybe like an Ethan Mars situation. If you just didn't touch.
I
the
just turned into
controller.
Ethan Mars.
situation.
I really hope in like 10 years I'm
Oh,
not
boy.
Ethan Mars. It'd be horrible. Cut
And
my
I guess,
fingers off.
Opposed to
I got
movies and
squished
books
there.
and stuff like that, video games are in a different spot where you can't really go back to previous generations
Yeah, if you don't
unless
have the
they're remade.
appreciation from having played them in the first place, it's just like, what is this ugly mess?
I think it's possible, though. I mean, I wasn't alive when Asteroids and Galaga and Space Invaders came out, but I've played the hell out of all those games, Like, I think you can do that. You can go back.
I
But
think you're wrong.
this generation in particular, the PS1 generation and N64, it's ugly.
Yeah.
Where you could play Asteroids and it still looks okay. Like, the pixels look great.
Oh, yeah. Well, the right way to do it is what Nintendo's doing. Like, what they did with Mario 64 being a launch game for DS. Tons of people played that. And Ocarina being a 3DS game, huge. Because Ocarina's a game, I think, like, that's one of the first games I would introduce my kid to if I was getting him into games. And for that to be on 3DS, which a bunch of kids are going to be getting, awesome move on their part.
Oh, man.
Jeff's
this is
doing some
intense.
awesome moves on his part.
I think this is inspired by some movie.
Oh, I thought I was going to get stuck on that.
Oh,
Is it
geez.
Spaceballs?
Yes, that's a Spaceball.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
Raspberry, sir.
That was the final Spaceball.
Oh!
Yeah, if you thought the controller was warm before, get your hands on this.
Back
Right.
to Tim.
Yeah, and moist now.
Just sit on it for like
Look
2
at that.
minutes before
Look at
giving
that
it
art
down.
of Crash. It just doesn't look anything. He's got like this square jaw thing going on.
Yeah.
He's got like a really round, pointy thing. Or
Pixels. That's what I blame it on.
Tim is extremely observant when it comes to like cartoon mascots and their appearances. Like, I never knew anything about Sonic's legs getting longer, or his
Okay,
I
here's-
never knew what color his eyes were.
This is a good anecdote that kind of describes Tim. He was over last night, and we were playing Worms Armageddon.
Right.
And he goes, "You know what this music reminds me of?" And he pulls up with Spider-Man
versus Kingpin. on
versus
Genesis.
Kingpin on the Genesis, and it was like absolutely correct. It was like both of the songs were going at the
Yeah.
same time, and it was like pretty uncanny. But it's just like, how do you remember that stupid stuff?
The Genesis had some weird damn music. Like
Oh yeah,
like Streets of Rage. Like I haven't heard any game that has had
Jazzy, weird music.
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
super moody and 90s.
just that weird chip too.
Yeah.
I was playing King Griffey Jr.'s Major League Baseball for Super Nintendo a couple weeks ago for some reason, and the music that plays during that is a Doors song. I never realized it. It's like the
Really?
exact same. I think it's like Peace Frog or something. It's like the dun 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 dun. It's the exact same music.
Peace Frog's an enemy I'm gonna fight.
He's the boss of World 3.
Yeah, I'm going to go back at a comment I said earlier about not being able to go back to previous generations. I was just thinking about movies, how they restore them.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe there could be like some dev companies that come out and just restore games for people.
Well, Sly Collection, you know.
Yeah, but that's easier on PS2. I'm saying like PS1 is all the textures, you know, making an analog control, like updating it for this generation.
So like kind of like a Twin Snakes type thing with Metal Gear? Like
not,
a full...
Not that extreme.
Okay, that was really extreme.
Yeah, that's like a whole new game.
It's a much weirder game, yeah. And as a big Metal Gear fan, I was kind of thrown off by that. So yeah, I mean, if it was more faithful, it was just a direct shot-for-shot thing, like that crappy Psycho they made with Vince Vaughn.
I was just gonna say that then you've just described the crappy Psycho they made with Vince Vaughn. It's kind of like, what's the purpose of doing that?
Well, that's what you're doing. No, I'm saying restoring it, like enhancing the image and the sound quality.
Yeah, and the controls.
And the controls, yeah, making it.
But you still got to make it feel like it. You got to make it feel like the original game.
Yeah, is Insomniac gonna do that with Ratchet at some point? You know.
Ratchet still looks and plays great.
Still great.
Those games are all awesome still.
Okay.
But it'd be Spyro the Dragon for Insomniac.
Sure, yeah, because it's older, and I understand that.
That would be really interesting because a lot of these games, especially like the more open world platformers, you kind of forgot, or when you play them again, everything is so open and barren. Like there is nothing going on in these worlds. Like even Mario 64.
Yeah.
These levels are just so underpopulated.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I got an ice slide here, and then there's a couple bridges.
There's a butterfly.
Yeah,
I have no idea what to do with any of this stuff.
And this generation's important because this is where we were learning how to do 3D stuff. If we could bring it to the new generation and still have it not look like butt, that'd be great.
But
I think some have managed to do it all right. Like, this doesn't look terrible.
No,
and
this is one of the few examples on PS1 that still looks really great.
Well, it looked like Mario 64. Like, you play that and it still looks like a Mario game.
Colors go a long way.
Yeah.
And control-wise, it may have been disappointing compared to Mario 64, but sticking on a plane like this does work better for this game.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's all about like 1 meter jump, 2 meter jumps.
I hope you guys have been engrossed in conversation because I blew it right here. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the games that don't age well from this era are like the Metal Gears, to where it's like it was a realistic style, but then you look at it now and no one has eyes and their mouths don't move. But like, yeah, but in '98, it was like, oh my god, this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. But oh man, does it not age well.
Yeah, it's just really strange. Remember, like, there was always the discrepancy between like cutscene
I'm gonna hand
and
it off.
gameplay.
Yeah.
And that's
Back to
just been
Dan.
erased.
Yeah. Yeah, I still remember the first time I loaded up Tekken on PlayStation and like that opening cutscene of them in the forest and stuff. It's like, oh my god, I bet in like 30 years games are gonna look this good.
Yeah.
And then like it looks way
Fingers.
better now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you play the actual Tekken and it all looks like Bud.
Yeah. I remember when I played Soul Calibur on Dreamcast when they first came out, and I told my brother, I don't think games are going to get any better looking than this.
Yep.
This is the pinnacle.
Yep.
I think I did that in the arcade with Double Dragon.
Yeah.
I did it like once a year.
Like, look, you can tell those guys are
Double
people.
All right,
Just broke through the wall.
I've taken over again, so I'm at a boss fight here. Papu. I think you're in a hut.
Peepo.
And this guy probably Yep. Yeah, I think this
A
guy.
moment of silence for people.
He's going to make
man.
my top 10 nipples list that I'm working on.
Are we working on that feature right now?
I am.
Okay, let's see. Kind of choreographed
Oh,
it. Oh, he's got a butt crack. They rendered a butt crack.
He's got jiggly belly, too. It's pretty cool.
Oh, do I need to hit him in the belly? Is this like a King Hippo situation here?
It looks
you
like a
never-
King Hippo situation.
Yeah, you're going to hit him in the belly.
Yeah, that's
Jump on his
it
head?
Jiggles.
Hey, jump on the back of his head. There we go.
Now it's, yeah, I think that's probably just what you're gonna do. This is really uninspired.
Yeah.
Oh boy, got me again. Better do it faster.
All right.
Maybe he'll change colors when you do enough damage and start flashing.
What the hell?
Red.
There we go. Is he
Yeah.
gonna fall on his stomach? Yep.
What if
was
that
a
would have
s-
been like his final parting shot.
That was a stupid boss fight.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll try another one
That's what
here.
he gets for hanging out in his hut by himself.
How much did the like Donkey Kong, those games they always start off on like the jungle or a beach or a pirate ship and they turn into like they go to haunted houses and it turns into like industrial things. How much did the environments change in this game?
I remember you go through a mountain and there's like a big like bridgey type area, kind of like in Mario World.
This
all
one,
kinda look like
this
this,
game,
though.
not much.
Okay.
It's all that jungle type stuff. Really.
I don't think there was swimming in this one, was there? That was in the
No, it wasn't in this one.
2 and 3.
I recently found out that the reason that Sonic can't swim is because Yuji Naka just didn't think that hedgehogs could swim. So that's why he just ran on the bottom of the lakes and stuff.
But they can go through...
What was that little Frankenstein baby thing I just got? I don't remember that.
That was one of the villains.
What
what's
is
his
that?
name?
But I'm trying to remember what happens if you get 3 of those.
Child support babies?
What?
Franken babies. You just said Frankenstein babies. What happens when you get 3 Frankenstein babies? I made a child support joke. Try to keep up, man.
Well, see if you can get all those, Dan.
Nope, it's not happening.
Man.
You don't get
well,
out
you're
of
gonna
there.
get them. Get out
I
of
want
there.
to get the
No,
the
you're
life.
It's gonna
Oh, it blew him away and it hurt me.
Yeah.
Didn't go as planned. Hey, but I got a checkpoint. I'm okay. All right.
Get that mushroom.
So are there any
I do
secret
love
areas where
games.
you can get off the main path in this game?
I think there were a couple. I mean, there's a couple little fork in the road things, but not
Yeah,
that
alternate
many.
paths to get the crystals, I believe, was one of the things.
But
I
not
had.
like a take a left at the tree and...
No, no. No, I do like games like this. Like, I'd like to see more. You know, I guess we're seeing them on Xbox Live and PSN and stuff like that.
That's
of,
gonna
like
fall.
Super Meat Boy, but just more like challenge-based platformers
That's
opposed to big open worlds.
Well, Explosion Man was great for that.
Yeah.
I loved Explosion Man.
Like it was tough.
Yep. All right, some more of this stuff. I don't really care. I'm just gonna go through.
Rascals is surprisingly challenging.
I like Rascals a lot. It is really challenging.
Our review kind of put me off on that one.
Well,
Jeff, I know. I argue with Jeff Markiafava about this. Like, he really doesn't like that game, and I'm really having a lot of. I played it for like 3 hours last night.
it's got some hit some of the same notes as like Meat Boy, but like the loading and like the way that the game's put together and how quickly you respawn after death and all that. Punishment for death is still too high.
In
Nice.
Rascals?
Yeah, I mean just like how quickly it restarts, especially with how frequently I died on some of the levels I played.
Yeah, but it mixes it up really well. Like, it's got some puzzle-based levels and some that are strictly platformers. I don't know. I like it a lot.
Frankie baby.
You doing a speed run on this one? That was awesome.
So, you want to take over for? We'll do
No,
one more
no,
level.
It's okay. I'm
Okay.
at an angle that would be not so great.
Oh, okay. I will do one more level, and then we will move on to roulette. This is actually still pretty fun.
It's pretty mindless, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
You can just kind of check
It's
out.
not the thinking man's over-the-shoulder scrolling platformer.
Damn it, Jeff.
Oh wait, is this
No,
where you
oh,
ride on?
yeah, look at that stupid face he's making.
Yeah, here's a variation.
Oh, I kind of remember being bad at this
Let me
level.
play
We'll
this.
see. Hey, if I die, you'll take over. No, you died like 19 times last time I handed it to you.
I died twice.
So is there a level where you're on this thing being chased by a boulder? Running
That'd
toward
be
the
great.
camera?
Listen to this music.
Does it qualify as music? This is no Stuart Copeland production.
What the hell? Okay. Man, those guys are not detailed.
There's no
Bounce on the
textures on them, I
drum.
don't think.
They look like the guys from
Oh boy.
Odama.
Oh boy. From what?
Odama?
Oh, the pinball GameCube game. All right.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't know if this qualifies as music.
Hey.
It's like the slaughterhouse floor.
Instead
Oh
of
jeez.
Kaiser.
Oh man.
What was
this
going
is-
on there?
It's a pig on a spit.
Oh, okay.
What do you think it was?
I don't
Oh,
know.
what? Come on! All right, Tim, you can
All
get a shot.
I'm gonna probably not do as well. Was there a checkpoint?
Yeah.
Did you have to press
Yeah, I
anything
got a
besides
checkpoint.
Jump?
Just jump and move. Quit making that face. God, that's creepy.
What is he?
It's
He's just
a-
like really into riding these
It's
things.
like a date rapist.
It's like you don't know how good this is for me. He's actually more of a Bandicoot than any sort of rapist.
And as the series went on, they added flying and then like jet ski levels.
Yeah, like they do with every platformer, pretty much.
Yep.
Right there, you got to really angle that
All
one.
right,
You have to avoid
I got
that.
it.
This music.
1 wiggle, 2 wiggle, 3 wiggle, 4 wiggle, jump. Get out of here.
Oh god.
Oh, keep your battle toes. This is rough. Oh, there's just no responsiveness. All right, so
Okay, quick, now go. Oh man. Okay, now jump. This one, yeah. Jump.
Don't
Oh,
stop
I'm starting to
talking,
get.
Dan, stop.
You're like dancing in your seat.
Dan, I'm blaming that on you.
Yeah, I do too.
Sorry. Precise platforming. I get a little jumpy on.
Shut up.
I
Worse
do.
than driving
that a
a
pun?
car on the highway.
Oh, I damn it! No, it wasn't supposed to be a pun. Oh crap.
All right. Oh,
All
there's
right.
a lot of pig noises.
Yeah, in terms of just strictly audio, this is
Like
probably one of the worst stages
Yeah, this
in
could be-
video game history.
This could be Manhunt that I'm playing. Because of Pigsy.
Oh god. Oh, it was right there
What
too.
do you guys think, left or right?
Right.
Okay, we'll give that a whirl.
I'm going to pronounce the H that much.
So I wonder if that pig is envious of Crash Bandicoot, who is a fellow animal, but is walking upright and wearing shoes.
I can afford some pants. Yeah.
It's like some weird caste system in play.
Probably.
Okay, go! Okay.
Dan, stop.
Sorry, okay, I'm not going to...
I'm going
Hey,
right.
Jeff, why don't you write a story on like evolution according to Crash Bandicoot?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, I think that's probably pretty good for Crash.
Yeah.
I don't know, I was kind of surprised.
We might be at a boss here, right? Are we getting pretty
we
close
just
to
fought
the
a
end of
boss.
this
I don't
island?
think so. Well, I just fought one. No, this moves on.
Oh, this is a huge level too. I remember. This
Yeah,
one.
I'd say we cut it off here, but yeah, I think it held up fairly well. It was pretty cool still. So yeah, stay tuned for Replay Roulette. All right, and you just saw what the game is, and so did Jeff Cork, I think, and he's got the controller.
All right, here we go.
He's going to play a little Jackie Chan Stuntmaster, which the box says they actually mocapped Jackie Chan for this, so
This will be interesting.
should be authentic.
Yeah.
And this is a long midway screen.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is.
I really like midway games.
I really like Jackie Chan.
So maybe, I haven't played this. This could be good.
No.
Happy birthday, Jackie Chan.
You know what game is also awesome? Stranglehold. Anyone ever play that? The
That was all right.
Chow Yun Fat John Woo thing? Oh man, that game was so stupid. It was awesome. Love that game. It's just everywhere in every battlefield. There's just a million tables with watermelons all over it. And you have to like slide through them while you're shooting people. It's, oh my god, I love that.
Just start it off with a loading screen. Why not?
Loading screen and
Those
Twin
are
Towers.
The Twin Towers.
Yep, that's also the discard, is just the Twin Towers. So,
What?
yeah. Oh boy, and the Jackie Chan.
It's mocap there.
Kicking you.
It's back when mocap suits just had one ball
Yeah.
for sensors.
It's just your placement in a room.
So they knew how tall he was. That's all they got.
All right. I think we should probably watch this, maybe?
Yeah.
We
Oh
need
yeah,
context.
definitely.
Yeah.
Come on.
That was a nice move, getting that box out of a moving truck.
For an old man, yeah.
Oh.
Oh man.
him?
I think that's supposed to be Jackie Chan.
It looks like a
This
rash.
is a Golden Knight character. He couldn't have looked at that and been like,
That's me.
Oh man.
It's like DK mode.
he has like.
He was really hamming it up.
Wait, no,
in
we
his
gotta hear him.
mocap.
We gotta hear him. He only ever says like 5 lines of audio per.
Oh, boy.
He does his own stunts.
Oh, look at that guy.
Up.
He looks like the heavy, and like the Team Fortress heavy.
Meets like a Silent Hill enemy because he has like these giant blob arms.
Okay, boss, we're on to it.
This is amazing so far.
Why did you hire that guy?
It's like Thumb Wars. Talking thumbs.
Birds.
Yeah, I think we were talking about.
It's like is this the opening cafe from Resident Evil 2?
Yeah, this is a great example of PlayStation 1 era cutscenes.
Looks like he's just eating vomit.
At least he has an animated mouth. Look at that. He's opening his
Fingers.
mouth there. They mocapped all this. They had to bring Jackie Chan in. The guy with the boxing gloves in the car.
Why is
Wait, it's a clown boxer. Oh, this is way cooler than I thought it was going to be. Look at that Jack Black over here.
Where are all these emotions? Yeah, take that alley. Looks like a Crash Bandicoot level.
That's so cool. How have I not played this?
So this is gonna be a platformer or a fighting game, or like an
I don't. Why would the dumpster be doing that?
It's got wheels.
They oiled that dumpster way too much. Well, you don't need to do that. Just stay on top of it.
You haven't played the game yet.
Oh man.
Right now, it's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Whoa! Watch out!
If the gameplay is like this is gonna be awesome.
Love it.
That clown boxer's getting away.
Not my elderly boss. Why don't we just get in that and chase them?
If they made a 2-hour movie exactly like this, I would watch the entire thing. All right, Jeff. I think it's time for you to take over.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
this is not
Yeah,
gonna,
that's a
moment of
short
truth
loading
here.
time.
Yeah.
I bet this doesn't control well. a hunch. D-pad only.
Yeah.
What year was this?
I don't know. Ben, you got the case over there?
Oh, what were the movies that came out? Jackie
Rumble in
Chan?
the Bronx.
Oh, that movie was great.
Super Cop. The one where he's like a cook that kicks people.
Of Cooks and Kung Fu.
I just got
That was way
graded
before that.
for-
I can't.
I
What's
hung
going
a
on?
left at that alley and just got a grade.
What?
That's the whole
I only
thing.
got one dragon head out of 2 though, so I didn't do that very well.
Really? That was the whole first
It's a good stunt.
Oh, Ben just handed me something out of the case. It's a pass. It says, you and a guest may have won a movie screening with Jackie Chan. So
Got
let me
some
read what it
hologram
said.
card in
Oh,
there?
yeah, you have to go to... What is this thing? It's got like a...
What movie?
Good
Just some
question.
random
What was
movie,
going
not
on?
even his?
Yeah, it's just see the Lion King or whatever.
Broken Arrow.
Dream Girls, it's really uncomfortable the whole time.
All right.
Looks kind of cool.
This looks like something I would have
That
really
guy's
liked.
getting
This looks better than any like 3D like attempted Final Fight or Streets of Rage or any of those type of games I've seen.
Low cap right there.
Remember Fighting Force? I kind of liked Fighting Force.
It's the N64 one?
I had the PlayStation one, but yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
It was just kind of like a 3D Final Fight, basically.
Yeah, and like a lot of weapons. You know, you could blow up a car and then hit someone with the tire.
Yeah.
Does this control okay?
No.
Oh, okay.
really. Ah!
It looks kind of. That guy's head is way smaller than Jackie Chan's head.
Yeah.
All the better for punching.
He could wear Jackie Chan like a suit.
Is there anything to the combat other than like square, square,
got-
square?
That.
Those boxes look different than the
And
rest.
that.
Yeah, I bet you gotta punch those boxes or something.
That.
It's kind of like a drunken style. All right.
That was probably to
Push that, maybe?
those ones.
Oh, Jeff, you just
Oh,
wrote a
man.
thing
Just wrote a
about
blog post
you
about-
hate pushing
I
boxes.
hate pushing boxes.
Milk!
That was fun.
It's like gonna be like Castlevania power-ups, just make no sense. Bagel sandwich.
Yeah. It's like Dracula's castle just filled with smoothies. And
I just reread Bram Stoker's Dracula actually, and there is just like ramen noodles and bagel sandwiches and
it's like the movie too. Gary Oldman's eating that all the
yep,
time.
constantly. Because Dracula needs so much food.
I do like this music too.
That dance? It sounds like it's like a B-side from the Snatch soundtrack. Let's get some commentary from you, Jeff.
I'm doing flips and stuff, but what do you want?
Anyone got an aspirin?
What? Anyone got an ass print? Is that what you guys heard?
That's what I heard too.
Okay.
You think you can beat me?
Oh god.
Think you can defeat me?
I wish this disc had like a video of the VO sessions with Jackie Chan here.
Watch a master.
Do we actually think it's him?
I think it's him. Oh, they brought him in to mocap him. They had to get VO.
It sounds like those were recorded over a phone, though.
Like
Yeah.
they're phoning it in.
Oh,
Hey yo.
this is not.
This is just like Bandicoot, right?
You
You gotta double jump it? Yeah, I
don't
would
need
have.
it. You don't need
I
it.
don't need it.
Questionable move.
Nice.
That was cool.
I am the Stuntmaster.
Whoa. All right.
Hey,
Angry with you.
Take that.
What do you
I
say?
am very angry with you. Is that what he said?
it's his father.
What is that?
Oh,
Can
can
you
you
crawl?
crawl?
Just like, can I get like Metal Gear here?
Follow the Alaskan rats. Oh, there you go.
I've got a roll.
That's how you get into there, apparently.
Those guys are just ready for you. In that building that you may or may not have gone into. Okay, well, we covered the entrance with a crate, but just in case he figures out how to break the crate and roll in, you guys gotta be in there.
You gotta be ready to go. Ooh.
Stop
Oh,
making
God.
sounds like you're impressed by this guy. You're not fooling anyone.
Oh, grab that stick.
I
Can you
think it
grab
looks
that
kind of
stick?
cool.
What stick? Oh,
Oh yeah, do that.
Oh, he's gonna do some
Yes.
Leonardo stuff.
There you go.
Donatello, I'm so sorry.
Oh man.
Oh, that was a fail.
jeez.
look at that stick.
Can you break that window thing? Nope. Okay. You
That
can't take the stick with you?
It's non-transferable.
God, this music.
I can't grab them when they're down.
I like the music.
When you get a gun, because it wasn't that a big thing about Jackie Chan, he always shot people.
Oh yeah.
constantly.
They always had like a funny little quip.
Yep. Like Commando.
Yeah.
Oh, Commando.
He was the original choice instead of Schwarzenegger.
Colonel John Matrix.
Shut up.
Commando's like my favorite movie ever. I'm serious.
#1 film of all time. Commando.
It's between Commando and Big Trouble in Little China. I'm serious. One of those is my favorite
really
movie of all time.
I love both of them.
They're both amazing.
Oh, hey, Crash Bandicoot.
Oh yeah.
And jumping over crates, too.
Oh boy.
Do a spin.
Yeah.
He just kind of like glanced
Speed
the
it
edge
out
of the
of the
alley, and so he's done.
Yeah.
All right.
You go in that door over there, maybe?
Optimus Prime.
Usually they have like a little headlight.
So Ben just pulled up a list of other games that Radical has worked on. So they were working on a canceled 2010 Crash Bandicoot game.
Huh.
They did as
Prototype.
Clearly, it was, yeah, they did Prototype. They did Crash Mind Over Mutant. So some
Oh,
of
yeah,
these,
that was a
some
bad
of these
one.
influences aren't too out there. A lot of Crash games. Yeah, Simpsons Road Rage.
Simpsons Road Rage was not a terrible game,
But right before
surprisingly.
No, I like those
Jackie Chan,
games a lot, actually.
right before Stuntmaster, they did NHL Championship 2000, ESPN X Games Pro Border, NHL Power Play 98.
I remember that ESPN skateboarding game trying real hard to capture that Tony Hawk craze and
Oh, man.
failing pretty
Disaster,
bad.
yeah.
They did the Wayne's World and Beavis and Butthead games.
On Super Nintendo?
Also, the video game version of Bebe's Kids.
Oh, yeah,
that's like the
yeah.
worst.
I played all those games.
Yeah.
Mario is missing.
I think it's a bad rap.
Man, they've had their hand in everything.
Yeah, really, they've been
Really
all over the
different
That's the
stuff.
Illuminati of the games industry.
Radical. All right, well, yeah, that's Jackie Chan. I don't know. If we
Cutscenes
have,
are better than the game.
Cutscenes looked really
Yeah,
good.
was
The game
really
looks
cool.
kind of boring.
Yeah, I think I'm going to YouTube a lot of the cutscenes. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone.
Goodbye.
Good day.
I'm going to surf the web
You're
on here.
playing
This'll
a
be okay,
PlayStation
right?
Black Disc. Track 1 contains computer data, so please don't play it. But you probably won't listen to me anyway.
All right.